Hello again, everyone. So we have now come to the very last part of the Vesak ceremony, and I think the Buddhist Fellowship has some nice ideas about how to round the day off in a wholesome and positive way, to carry some of these teachings with us also into the future. It's so easy to forget about the Buddhist teachings. It's so easy to go back to normal and forget what it is all about and to prioritize our life in the right way. So sometimes we need to do something special to remind ourselves. And one of the beautiful ways of doing that is to as suggested by the BF, to light a candle. And a candle, of course, is a symbol of wisdom in Buddhism. It's wisdom because candle dispels the darkness, it dispels the gloom. And the gloom and the darkness, they are metaphors for delusion, for not seeing things according to reality. It's a wonderful way of reminding ourselves of the importance of wisdom. And of course, part of wisdom is the idea of right view. Part of right view and wisdom is also the idea of confidence and faith in the teachings of the Buddha, and using these things as a guiding light in our life to make our lives better, and also to make the life of the planet itself better as a consequence of our actions. And we have been talking quite a bit about the COVID problems around the world, and this is a wonderful opportunity to give rise to a little bit of wisdom and to make an aspiration for the future, because sometimes we need these reminders, we need these jolts, we need this kind of electric almost jolt to remember why we have Buddhism, why the Dhamma really matters. And when you see the suffering around the world and all the people having problems, and in some places lots of people dying and people getting sick and people despairing because of psychological and economic issues or what have you, when you see all of that, it reminds you of the reality of life. And this is such an important point, because then we really value these teachings of the Buddha so much more than if we forget about the reality of life. It is now that we understand why these teachings matter. And because it is now that we understand why they matter, now is the right time to make a determination that we're going to continue, or an aspiration, if you like, that we're going to continue with this teaching also into the future. So take this Vesak celebration into the future, into the next year, is what this is all about. So please make that aspiration in your heart. Remind yourself of what life really is like and the problems that can arise. And then when things get better again, then that memory will be there, the aspiration will be there, and it will carry on. And it will be a blessing for yourself, but also for everyone around you. And that is what spiritual teachings are about, when they are a blessing for everyone, not just for one party, but for every one of us. And that is the idea. So once you have made that aspiration for yourself, and I hope by now maybe you have already, whether that is keeping the 5 precepts, or it is to be kind and compassionate in the world, or however you like to phrase that, then we can also take the opportunity to share the merit with all beings. And so I will lead you in the chanting, and if you want to follow along, please do so. Otherwise, just make again that determination in your mind to share the merit of what we're doing and how we live our lives with all sentient beings. First of all, we're going to share the merit with our departed relatives, and next after that with all sentient beings. Edang me nyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo. Edang me nyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo. Edang me nyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo. And now for all beings. Etavata cha anghe sambatang punya sampadang Sabbe deva anumodantu sabbasang patisiddhya Etavata cha anghe sambatang punya sampadang sabe bhuta anumoda tu sabasang patisiddhya etavata cha anghe sambatang punya sampadang sabe satta anumodantu sabasang patisiddhya. Okay, so I wish you all a still continued nice Vesak day, and I wish you all the best for the next year, and hopefully we will soon be able to meet again when this crisis, this pandemic gradually dies down and we can come back, hopefully back to business as usual. So I wish you all the very best.